So what's happening, y'all? We're about to do a first pure reaction video for this channel. Sometimes Coop and I will do these together, and sometimes I'll do them by myself, and sometimes he'll probably do one by himself too. This is for Blur's brand new song, St. Charles Square. Blur, for those of you who don't know, is mostly a 90s band fronted by Damon Albarn, who is more famous in modern times for being the "I'm happy, I'm feeling bad, I got sunshine," that voice in the Gorillaz. That's him. But he was in a band called Blur before that. The Woohoo song, the Woohoo song that you hear over and over in like sporting events and stuff like that, that's Blur. Lots of other great songs too, though. This is a brand new song of theirs called St. Charles Square, and here we go. Let's do a little reaction. It's got that 90s fuzz. That's the way to start.
I'm not the first to do it. Must go now. Your smile off the wall base. I'm fixtures and fittings now. Call me out, but
You know what this really sounds like? It sounds like some Monster era REM, like mid-90s REM, that chuggy kind of guitar. Sounds like mid-90s post-automatic for the people REM. And the way he's singing it is kind of that way too. I mean, honestly, it ends somewhere between the song 2, which is the Woohoo song, and something like a slower version of Boys and Girls, maybe, which is another Blur song too. If you don't know those songs, you should go listen to them after we finish this. It's even dark like a 90s song. There's a little 9 Inch Nails in there too. I really can't unhear the Monster there, like the REM. Like, you could take the song and put it on Monster and nobody would know the difference, I don't think.
St. Charles Square. This year's migration. Basement flat with window bars.
It's got that dark imagery too, like this year's migration, a basement flat with window bars. I mean, yeah, you want to have window bars in big cities for when you have, ground level things, but it's still, dark, grungy, industrial, and it matches, like the lyric kind of matches the feel of the song.
Cold is outside. Spare me the gloaters and the pain. I don't want it anymore. 'Cause there's something down here and it's living under the floorboards. It's up and down the clock of the town, all back in time.
that's going to be a big live thing too. There's something down here that's living under the floorboards. Right? I mean, that's going to be a thing that, I mean, it's good in the studio, but it's going to, as the video, you can actually see on the video, it's a live performance. It's going to be a bigger moment live too, like everybody screaming woohoo at a Blur show too.
Disco, the room is shrinking fast around me.
It's a bridge.
It grabbed me by the ankle and pulled me under. Loneliness, I've been here before. 'Cause every generation has its gilded poses with vibrations in.
Okay, I think he just said every generation got its guilty poses and new vibrations, which is a really cool turn of phrase, I think. The end of that little outro thing sounded almost like an Oasis song, which I know is sacrilegious when we're talking about a Blur video, because they famously didn't like each other at all. They were the two giant bands in the UK and in the mid-90s and the 90s, and they famously didn't like each other. But the end of that little dun 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 is almost Oasis-ish. I mean, obviously Damon Albarn is not singing in the way that Liam Gallagher would, but it has that feel to it. It's a very 90s kind of song. I like it. I don't know that it'll make it onto too many of my epic playlists. It's probably one that'll grow on me the more I hear it. It's interesting to think about, like, how we are not introduced to new music, but how we continue to consume it. Like, if this was the mid-90s, or the radio was the only place to hear these songs now and not YouTube and Spotify and YouTube Music and Apple Music and everywhere else, then this song would be playing on, at least in Charlotte, on 106.5 The End, but in your market and on the alternative radio station, and you would hear it once every hour and a half or something like that. It would be one that they played all the time, and I think it's a song that will grow on people the more you heard it too. So I'm glad Blur's back. It's a fun song. It's worth giving some more listens. So till next time, take care, y'all.